One of the draws of Martin Scorsese's upcoming mob drama The Irishman is that of the casting of Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci and Al Pacino all in the same movie for the first time. There's also another actor from the same generation whose participation is cause for excitement too, Harvey Keitel. Casual film fans might recognize him from his Quentin Tarantino movie roles in the 90s with films like Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, and non-film fans might just see him as that guy of the Direct Line car insurance adverts. Veteran crime movie fanatics, however, will of course know him from his days of starring in films like Mean Streets, Taxi Driver, Bad Lieutenant, Bugsy, Clockers and Copland. Before DiCaprio and even De Niro, it was Keitel who Scorsese regularly worked with the Brooklyn-born actor having starred in 5 Scorsese movies, but the duo haven't worked together for 30 years. Naturally then, it's a cause for excitement that he has been cast as the infamous mobster Angelo Bruno, the man who ran the Philadelphia crime family for 2 decades in Scorsese's The Irishman. Well, to be honest, if you are pumped up for his participation in the movie, I would reconsider my expectations if I were you. In the book the film is an adaptation of, Charles Brandt's I Heard You Paint Houses, Angelo Bruno's role is minimal. Despite the mobster's famous reputation and the prestige of Harvey Keitel's casting, the part is not a large one by any means. He's in the book for around 4 or 5 scenes, and even then that's a stretch. Of course the movie may deviate and involve Bruno more than the book, but it's unlikely given Scorsese's fondness for historical accuracy. Bruno's main involvement in the book is giving hitman Frank Sheeran his first ever murder assignment. Sheeran is told by someone known as Whispers to destroy a laundry owned by Jewish gangsters. Bruno, who had a stake in the laundry, catches wind of the plan and confronts Sheeran, calling him to a conference in a restaurant, and after seeing that Sheeran was essentially duped by Whispers, tells Sheeran to make things right by taking out the crafty gangster. This scene is Bruno's most prominent in the novel, with his involvement as one of Frank Sheeran's mentors in life taking a back seat to Sheeran's relationship with another mobster, Russell Bufalino, close friend of Bruno and the boss of the Bufalino crime family, who was also one of Sheeran's mentors and far more closer to the Irishman than Bruno was. Throughout the novel, Sheeran spends a lot of time with Russell Bufalino, who will be played by Joe Pesci in The Irishman. Occasionally Bruno hovers around in the background or dines alongside Sheeran and Bufalino, but his dialogue and involvement in the plot is very restricted, to the point that you could actually remove his character altogether and it wouldn't make much difference to the story, given Sheeran was already close with Bufalino before he met Bruno. Clearly then, it's nice that Scorsese has cast Keitel in one of his movies once again, particularly this gangster actor reunion, which will also feature stars from the Scorsese-produced Boardwalk Empire, Stephen Graham and Bobby Cannavale. But if you're expecting him to be one of the main characters, you're probably going to be disappointed. Keitel will probably have 2 or 3 dialogue-heavy scenes, but aside from that he might just be in and out of the film occasionally. For sure he will have significantly less screen time than De Niro, Pacino and Pesci. If you're frustrated that he might not share screen time with the other actors though, then don't fret. Because if the movie stays true to the book, then there will be one very important scene that features all 4 of the big name Hollywood New Wave cast all together. The Irishman is currently in post-production and is set for release next year by Netflix. Thanks for watching.